Hey guys, how's it going? This evening I decided to do a little transplanting actually. In this area over here, as you know, it was completely bare. And I've decided to come over here and plant a couple of things. First of all, I planted a camellia over here. It looks pretty sad, but it's been in the shade this whole winter. And it's looking pretty sad, so I thought I would just get it out and give it some TLC. Plant it right here because it is going to be creating a hedge to, if you see in the background, eventually the house will be all the way back there. So once we remove like all the logs, and you see the logs over there, and then the root balls, it's going to create a bare spot. So eventually this little camellia right here will get to be about 10 feet tall, 8 wide, I believe, 8 feet wide. So I'm hoping that it'll cover this whole entire area. And as you know, camellias, they stay green all year long. They don't drop their leaves, so that way it'll create that hedge, and then it flowers in the springtime. It has the most beautiful, it looks like a kaleidoscope, a pink flower. It's so beautiful. So I think it'll be great right there. And then along here I flanked some Panicle Hydrangea. So there's 1, 2, 3 Panicle Hydrangeas that's going to come right over here. Back over here I put a little cutting that I had rooted of oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of it now. It's in the Hibiscus family, can't remember what the name of it is. Anyways, it's a perennial and it grows really fast. It does drop all its leaves in the wintertime, but it has really strong, healthy growth habit. So it's going to eventually get really big and tall faster than the camellia. The camellia takes a little bit longer to grow. So this one eventually will get pretty big, and I want to just let it keep on growing and branch out even more. And then on the outer ring over here, I planted 2 mophead hydrangeas. These are, I believe, the older variety where it only produced flowers on the old growth. So I had actually rooted quite a few of them, and that's what I have. So on both sides, I planted 2, one here, and then on the opposite side, one there and one there. So in the middle will be the Panicle Hydrangea. On the outside is going to be the mophead hydrangea, and then in the back is the camellia and the hibiscus. Rose of Sharon, that's what it is. It's a Rose of Sharon hibiscus, and their habits, it's really fast growing. So I thought, you know, hey, it's small back there, but eventually it will grow. This area right here only gets part sun, part shade, so I garden in zone 7B. I think this would be a good place for it because the mophead hydrangea can't handle or tolerate the heat. The Panicle Hydrangea can, but you know, it still would require a lot of water if you put it in full sun, so I want to do part. And then the camellia, of course, it likes to be in part sun, part shade, but it can handle the shade. Like you can see a lot of people growing the camellia in a bushy, you know, like wood forestry area. So basically that's where I am. That's what you see in the background. Everywhere is starting to green and leaf out. So this will flank as you enter the property. You'll come and drive through this huge driveway. So my project, of course, all spring and summer long, is just to plant things all along here to create kind of a scenic drive when you come into the property. Just lots of flower. The one thing I did over here, and I'll probably do more of, is, you know, I make sure that there is flower interest all year long, or at least I hope so. The camellia will bloom early spring, so you can see it's already done. And then I got the the hibiscus Rose of Sharon, which is over in that little corner. This guy over here. This guy blooms all summer long. Like once he grows and produce flower, he will produce flower all summer long, so that'll be nice. And then comes the Panicle Hydrangea. They'll grow bigger, and then you see the big cone flower white shape, and then eventually, hopefully, it will turn a slightly pinkish color, but I'm not sure if we're going to get cool enough at nighttime to create that, so it might go just from white to brown. And then, of course, hopefully, no more frost, so that the buds on the old wood of these mophead will give me some flower. So when I say old wood, I'm talking about this stem right here. See how it looks woody? So the new stem would be this healthy looking stem right here, where it's all green. That's new growth. So more than likely, this guy won't give me any flower, because this is the older mophead hydrangea where they only bloom on old wood. So here's another example of an old wood. This one over here, see, it looks woody, and it's got all these buds on it that's already forming. So hopefully those will give me flower. But the new sprouts, like this guy over here, won't give me any flower. He'll just be really bushy, and hopefully it will fill out. Same thing for this side over here. I've got a couple, you know, that's coming from the old wood, and then a whole bunch of new wood, new stem, new sprouts coming in. But those guys won't produce any flower. They'll just produce greenery around here, which will be nice. And then eventually my husband wants to fill grass along the driveway over here. It helps with the erosion. As you can see right now, when we cleared everything, you can see once it rains, it takes the dirt and takes it all the way down there. So we have to prevent that erosion. So we're going to put seed kind of maybe like a couple feet along the driveway path. And then he said I can plant all along the rest of the area, as you can see. So I'm starting out now. I'm hoping, well, that's at least what I'm hoping that it'll be. Eventually I'll come in, I'll fill up some more flowers over here. There are some seeds that I've got into the ground that's growing. I'm thinking I might grow some sunflower over here, but I don't think it's getting enough sun. So I might do the sunflower out by the front of the driveway. This area, I would say, get probably 4 hours of sunlight. So I think that should be enough for these guys over here. But yeah, I can't wait to show you what it looks like once they are in full bloom. Right now, they're looking kind of sad. But that's okay. It's only springtime. So that's my project for this evening. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody. All right, I thought I'd finish up, but I forgot I have one more hydrangea to plant. I have a standard Panicle Hydrangea. I think I'm going to plant them right in the middle. That way, when it grows into a tree form, I can still plant things underneath it. And there she is, you guys, the standard hydrangea. This is the standard that I've trained. And it's not very tall. I would say it's about maybe 15 inches. That's where I capped it, and then I cut it off at the tip so that it created and branch out more. So right now it has 4 branches. Looks pretty healthy. I'm going to need to water it. All of these plants I put in biotone to help with root promotion, you know, to get them going. And then eventually, probably, it's supposed to rain tomorrow and the next day. So after that, I think I'm going to go in and fertilize it, or I might fertilize it tomorrow before it rains. It's already starting springtime. We're already hitting mid-70s down to 50s. The only bad thing is I think comes one more week, we drop down to the 40s, which shouldn't affect most of these plants. As long as the frost doesn't come in, I think we should be okay. But this here is the standard. It's gonna probably get to be another 4 feet by the end of summer, because I think the new shoot should grow about 2 to 3 feet. So that combined with the bottom might be about 4 feet. And then I got all the area underneath to plant around them. And like I said, this area is more partial sun, part shade. So I'm going to come in here and plant quite a few things that is more shade hardy than sun tolerant. But yeah, I think this will be a good area. It's looking good. I'm actually excited to see how it's going. It kind of blends in with the whole green background, but everything is starting to leaf out over here. Definitely still a lot more to be done on this property, but a little project at a time. But this guy looks pretty healthy, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm trying to train the stem to go a little bit straighter, but it kind of has a little crooked twist to it, you can see. But it looks like it's trying to send a couple shoots out over here. So usually if I don't want the growth, I just go in and I kind of scrape that off. So now I just need a good watering. I'm hesitant to water it because, like I said, tomorrow it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I don't want to waterlog it, but I think I'm just going to give it a little bit of water just to let it settle in for the night. But not give it a gallon of water or anything like that. Yeah. Okay, now I'm officially done for the evening. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you later. Have a good night. Bye.